everyone, and welcome back to my channel, a DIY like today, your go-to recipe, DIY, and lifestyle channel. Today we're going to be making some baked chocolate glazed donuts, gluten-free and dairy-free. You're going to need a few simple ingredients: eggs, a plant-based milk, a plant-based butter or margarine, some coconut flour, coconut sugar, cocoa, salt, and baking soda. You're going to take your donut pan and spray with a non-stick cooking spray. Once you've sprayed your pan, you're going to set it aside. Then, in a large mixing bowl, we're going to be adding 4 medium or large eggs, or whatever eggs you have on hand will be absolutely perfect. Once we've added our 4 eggs, we're then going to be adding our plant-based butter or margarine. I really enjoy working with the Becel plant-based sticks. They come 4 sticks to a pack, each measuring a half a cup. When you take each stick out of the package, it does have the measurements listed on the side, so if you do need to adjust for recipes, it's very practical, very wonderful to work with. Highly recommend. So once we've added our plant-based butter or margarine, we're then going to be adding 3 tablespoons of our plant-based milk. I really enjoy working with the oat milk. I find it really rich and creamy and leaves your recipes lovely and fluffy. Then once we've added our plant-based milk, we're going to combine well. I would probably recommend getting out a hand mixer if you have one. You can mix it fine with a spatula or a whisk, but I did find in order to blend this really thoroughly that I needed to get out my hand mixer to combine well until it was nice and smooth. Then I'm going to be adding 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Here I chose to use the pink Himalayan salt. Then I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of cocoa. I enjoy using the Hershey's cocoa. I find it's the best cocoa to work with and has no additives. It's 100% cocoa. Then I add 1/3 cup of coconut sugar. You can also add brown sugar or cane sugar. Then I add 1/4 cup of coconut flour. You can also add a teaspoon of vanilla if you choose. This recipe doesn't call for it, but by all means, if you enjoy using vanilla, you can add it here. We're going to be combining really well. Once everything has been combined and mixed thoroughly, we're going to get our donut pan, a small measuring cup, and fill each donut hole 3/4 of the way full, leaving room for them to expand while baking. Once we've filled each donut hole, we're going to shake the pan so that everything is nice and even before putting in the oven, as you see here. Then we're going to be putting it in the middle rack of our oven. We're going to bake at 350 degrees Celsius for 15 to 17 minutes. You can take a toothpick and put it in, and once it comes out clean, you know your donuts are great to take out of the oven. While your donuts are baking, we're going to take 1/4 cup of chocolate chips or chocolate chunks and a tablespoon of coconut oil, putting in the microwave for 30-second increments until your chocolate is smooth. Once your donuts have come out of the oven and have cooled for approximately 15 minutes, you're then going to take a knife and cut around the edges to loosen the donuts from the pan. Set aside and make sure your donuts are well cooled. I then got out my toppings. Today the toppings of choice are sprinkles, crushed walnuts, and some unsweetened coconut. Once our chocolate has been melted, we take our donuts and we're now going to glaze them. It seems the gremlins have gotten to the donuts, as we only have 4 left. But we're going to take each donut and dip into the chocolate and glaze. It's really important that you let your donuts chill, as they'll be much easier to work with and be a lot firmer, as to not fall apart when you're glazing them. So once all of your donuts have been glazed, we're then going to take our toppings and sprinkle them on. Here we use our sprinkles, our crushed walnuts, and our unsweetened coconut. I like getting my unsweetened coconut from our local Bulk Barn. The unsweetened coconut at the Bulk Barn has no added sulfites. I haven't been able to find any coconut that's prepackaged at the grocery store that doesn't contain fillers. So I like having just the raw coconut. And since your donuts are all sweet anyway, it's nice having just the coconut for the texture and having it unsweetened. So the last sprinkles are going on top. And there you have it. Baked chocolate glazed donuts, gluten-free and dairy-free, for your whole family to enjoy. Absolutely delicious. If you're enjoying my channel and like this content, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as it really helps support my channel. And also, don't forget to hit that notification bell, so that you're notified every time I upload new content. I upload a couple of times per week, so you don't want to miss out. Thank you so much for joining me for a day like today. Bye-bye!